What's up guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a crypto portfolio update video, as I haven't done one in a while, and it's because also there was a time where it wasn't really changing, or if it was going, one would go down, one would go up, and yeah, it was just a bit like, I don't know if there was any point really giving you an update because it was exactly the same figure. Actually there was one time where it did go down quite quick, so like a lot, but that it literally lasted like a day or two, so I didn't get time to film it, because normally I do even show the bad times, as I do that in the stock portfolio update videos. As you can tell, like if you go back 2 years, you'll see how bad my portfolio was. But then if you watch my portfolio videos now, you'll know that it's looking pretty damn good right now. So this is my portfolio. We're going to go from lowest to the best, lowest to the best, lowest to the highest amount that I've got in a crypto. So the first one is Val, and we're down 87%. Gosh, what a portfolio this is already. I mean, yeah, that is like a high risk play that was. I put $287 in. Just shows the other side of crypto, by the way, because one coin could get really hyped up and then all of a sudden no one knows about it. That's crypto. So if you're new to crypto, this is a reason why to be careful about crypto and the type of projects you will want to buy. And this is a gaming coin, so high risk, and it literally goes off hype. That's all it does. D-Hub, this is another one, down 52%. And again, another coin that goes down by hype. Same with a lot of cryptos though. It is all down to hype and what becomes valuable. Why does that become a valuable coin? But D-Hub, yep, I put in $92 and I'm down 52%. Bitcoin, I've got a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm up 140%. Yes, this would have been amazing if I just put all my money in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is one of the best crypto coins, if not the best. But then there's an argument to a coin that I hold that I think technically is better than Bitcoin. So we will get into that. But yeah, Bitcoin, if I had to put my money into something, if I had a lot more money, it would be going also into Bitcoin. But because I'm trying to build my wealth, you could say, or trying to accelerate the amount of money I want to have, and not just put like £100, £200 in Bitcoin and it will grow. Do you know what I mean? Like, not as fast. And I know, like, yes, you could just keep putting away money every month, but you could just hold a certain coin. And then, for instance, altcoins historically will, if you get a good altcoin, could go up 4 or 5 times. Whereas, because Bitcoin's a high market cap, like a huge market cap, it won't run as much as those type of coins. And I obviously got into Bitcoin at a very low price. I got it in at $41,000. But get into altcoins, and let's say you've got 10 grand, you could turn that into 50 grand. That's the potential of altcoins, and that's the history of what these altcoins can do if you get into the right ones, obviously, and that's the high risk that you take. And then once I start having that type of money, I'll put it into Bitcoin, especially in the bear market when it will drop. I'll start buying into Bitcoin. Lit Labs, another gaming coin, down 88%. This is just, yeah, this is like proper high risk me. This is like me going really high risk, and gaming coins can do these ridiculous 50x, 100x's, but 80% of the time they can just go to zero. So you've got to be very careful. And the whole micro altcoins, you could say, like the gaming coins and all these type of really smaller market caps, they've not moved. They've really not moved just yet. Whereas you could say the older altcoins like the XRPs, Cardano, they've now really done a run up. And it'll be interesting to see now, will these other altcoins start to run, which we'll talk about in a minute. I've actually got some money in Ethereum. I actually didn't realize I did. Trius, down 3%. Rightstream, down 30%. This is a streaming platform. I think this has actually got potential of doing decent. Obviously, it's down to hype again. It's a bit like Hello Labs that I held and made a bit of money from. Rightstream is that kind of play as well. It's going to be having that streaming platform that you'll be able to, it's like Shark Tank and Dragon's Den, where you can go on and present your crypto, and then they go if it's a good fit or if it's a good crypto or not. It's kind of like that. That's what they're going to be doing with crypto influencers. So it just creates hype. Don't get me wrong, it's just a useless coin, but if it can create hype like it did with Hello, which I believe it can when everyone's just going crazy and wants to just put money in coins, I think this could do really well. DEAI, I'm up 70% on this. This is an AI play because the AI narrative was hot, and I think it'll go back into AI. I think the narrative will be really hot again. So yeah, up 70% on this. So Tau is a really interesting one because this is like the one when it comes to AI. If you want an AI crypto, BitTensor Tau is the play to go with. I won't go into really much detail about how it works and what it does, but it is a very, very, very good coin. The good thing is I've been staking Tau, and as you can see, over time I've been getting Tau for nothing. So I think if you total it up, I've got like nearly a free Tau, like 1 Tau, if you add up all the ones since I've been staking it, which obviously 1 Tau at the moment is $533. So yes, pretty decent. So I'm up 85% on Tau, and I think this is going to be like a $4,000, $6,000, $7,000 coin in the proper bull run, which is coming up soon, 2025. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. I think it's going to be the biggest one because of all these institutions and all these big players are now going into Bitcoin and believing in Bitcoin. And yes, it's a very interesting thing. And I'm going to actually wait, no, we'll move on to it in a minute. So I'm up 24% on Casper, and Casper is my biggest conviction play. And if you've watched previous videos, I've gone into more depth of why I think Casper is going to be the next big thing. I think this and Bitcoin are going to be the cryptos. So Casper's different because it's a block DAG, and that means instead of it being a blockchain, whereas most cryptos are all blockchains where it's just a chain of blocks like Bitcoin is. But the problem is Bitcoin as a transaction, if you wanted to pay in Bitcoin, it's going to take 10 minutes for that person to receive your Bitcoin, which that's just not going to work. That's just not going to work in day-to-day situations in real life, is it? Like, you're not going to go to a shop and wait 10 minutes for a payment. Just not going to happen. Well, Casper wants to be just as fast as Visa and MasterCard, as you can just tap your phone, boom, boom, boom. The problem is with that, though, is that's controlled, that's centralized, whereas Casper is decentralized. So to be able to be paying at those speeds decentralized is unbelievable. And it's just, that'll be unbelievable if we can have a coin just like that. I'm hoping Casper can get the recognition. And the one thing I want to say is watch this video about Bitcoin, because I find it very interesting. And here it is.
There are only 21 million Bitcoin. There never will be more Bitcoin. When people want to acquire something, it has to go up in price. Just like when an artist dies, right? People pay $3 million for some spray paint on bricks in a place in London because Banksy says he did it, right? So don't give me a story about there's no value to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is valuable because people believe it's valuable. That's the only reason the dollar has value. It's because everybody in this room thinks the dollar has value. Bitcoin as an asset class is the perfect asset. It's hard money. And that's something I believe you'll see. Countries hold Bitcoin. You'll see more and more companies like Mara, like MicroStrategy, like lots of other companies hold Bitcoin. You'll see financial institutions hold Bitcoin. And as soon as the banks in the US are able to custody and collateralize Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin will explode.
Well said.
So after watching that, it just shows once someone believes in a coin and finds value in that, people will then start hopping onto it. And I don't see why they wouldn't with Casper, because Casper has literally got better tech than Bitcoin itself. There's only a certain amount of Casper in the world that you can get. I think if it all dished out fairly, only 3 people, every person in the world could only hold 3 Casper coins if it was all distributed fairly. So it just shows how early you are into Casper. Full stop, really. And the big thing is as well, you don't want to hop on when everyone knows about it, because you're kind of too late then. but no one really knows about Casper at the moment. And one of the big miners in, well, I think they're a top 10 miner for crypto as a whole, and they mine 100% Bitcoin until a few months ago they changed that and started mining Casper. So they've hopped on and caught on to Casper. And yes, that is an interesting thing as well. And I do believe as you're going to start seeing, well, Coinbase released an ETF, or going to release an ETF I saw on, like, just like the S&P 500, but for cryptos. And it's called something, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it'll be like the 50 top crypto coins held in an ETF. And once they start catching up on Casper, they'll be buying up Casper. And there's already shops starting to use Casper around the world. And yeah, it's a very interesting play, Casper. So going back to the Bitcoin transactions, for one, Bitcoin can only do a transaction, I think, is it every 10 minutes or so, or a block per second is every 10 minutes, whereas Casper is a block per second, and they want to do 10 blocks per second, and that's coming very soon, and then eventually 100 blocks per second, meaning more transactions every single second. Casper also solves the crypto trilemma, which is scalability, security, and decentralization. God, I can't say that word sometimes. So that's another good thing about Casper, which no other crypto does. It also got listed on Kraken, one of the big tier 1 exchanges. And once that happens, I reckon Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, all of them will start listing Casper, which will then be able to get more retail in and more mass adoption into Casper itself. And yeah, I'm very excited. Obviously, there's a lot more to Casper and a lot more detail about Casper, so I definitely recommend just researching Casper and seeing what you think of it. And yeah, crypto is a very, very speculative kind of, I don't know, risky kind of play, you could say, with crypto, but it's also a very interesting one where this could be a sign and a big way of a bit of a wealth transfer, to be honest with you, in crypto. So yeah, I definitely think it's important to have exposure in crypto, but also know the risks it comes with. And I'm going with more of a speculative play, you could say, but I believe in it, hence why I've got that much money in Casper. Yeah. So my portfolio in total is about just under $40,000, because I've actually got another coin called Ghosty, which is turning into Spooky, which is a BRC20 coin, and I can't hold it on CoinGecko at the moment because it's not on CoinGecko. It will be very soon, so I'll be able to like add it in, but I know it's worth about $400 or so. So yeah, that's my portfolio in crypto, and I'm up 30% at the moment in my portfolio. If you did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and check out my stocks portfolio, and I'll see you guys in the next one.